Hi, Sandy Manny here. I would like to share with you a topic I found, or I should say tools, that I found a while ago. It's called Childhood Feelings Buried Alive, Never Forgotten. And I too had that childhood feelings buried alive, never forgotten. And I realized, wow, that is what is holding me down. Because I know I had my potentials. I know I had higher potentials, but I didn't know how to reach them. I was always blaming to somebody else about my unhappiness. I was hoping somebody else from the outside will come into my life and make me happy. And as I learned about these things, I realized, no, there's no such a thing. Anything from the outside comes into our lives can be a bonus, you know. So I know I was in search of something. I know there was so much more up there for me. You know, you have that feelings, you know that there's more up there for you. So, but I didn't know how to reach them. So I made an inventory about the areas that I didn't like about me and the areas that I did like about me. So and then I started searching for books, life transforming books, motivational books. I read the Bible, meditate. I read so many life transforming books. I went to many seminars, workshops, and as I went to one of those seminars, I discovered this amazing tool that I'm passionate about, NLP. NLP is a neuro-linguistic programming. It's a tool, amazing tools that it helps get rid of certain things in our lives faster. And as I dive in to learn more about it, I realized that tool is an amazing tool. Neuro-linguistic, neuro is something happens in the brain, our thinking, our thoughts, and linguistics, how we communicate, we speak, and program is how we were programmed. Since we're little kids, we were programmed. We were programmed. We still be programmed, even adults, just in different ways. And I really love. I'm very fascinated with the human brain, how the mind thinks. I'm very fascinated with it. So I dive in a little farther down, and so I got my certification as a master NLP practitioner. And also timeline therapy. Timeline therapy is another amazing tool that is used to help people. Well, that's another topic. I'm NLP master NLP practitioner and timeline therapy practitioner and life coach. So, and as I went to many seminars, workshops, keep learning how to transform my life, how to be very much better human being, so I can be better for the people I am around, I come in contact with, or with people I am around with, because that's my goal. Was my goal. I want to be happier. I want to be better human being. I want to add the value in people's lives. That was my passion. That is my passion, actually, what I do now, because that I want to add value in people's life. So as I keep learning all these amazing tools and how to become a better human being, spiritual, physical, mental, health-wise, I discovered that I too had a golden key to change my life. That's why I wrote this book. Because I believe we all have the golden key to change our lives. Get your book. It's up here. Check it out. It's an amazing book. This book will make you cry. At the same time, will empower you. Get this book. It's being published by one of the largest Christian faith publishing company, and it's all over worldwide. Get the book. You will love it. Okay. So the topic I want to talk to you is, like I said before, childhood feelings buried alive, never forgotten. And 80% people, or even more maybe, are walking around with these feelings. They don't know how to get rid of it. They don't know how to release those feelings. And that's why a lot of people, they turn to alcohol, drugs, or other things, just to feel better for a little bit. But then they have to do it over and over again to feel those feelings, good feelings. And this childhood feelings buried alive. And these buried feelings are very real. Do you know what they are? They are energies, and they are alive and constantly affecting us. And these buried feelings can show up through a disease, can show up in your relationship, because such buried feelings have personalities. These feelings that have been buried alive will have to manifest themselves sooner or later. And one does not have any control over how or when they will manifest. They just show up and says, hey, here I am. I wish they can give us a warning, but they don't. No. And when we were, you remember when we were kid, sometimes we just want to express our feelings, sometimes with tears, the things that we didn't like it. But many of us were told, shut up, big boys, big girls don't cry. Do you remember that? So we learned to swallow our feelings. We were programmed to deny our feelings, so we buried them alive. If our feelings were hurt, or if we didn't like it, something the way it was, we were usually told things like, forget it, ignore it. You remember that? Doesn't matter. Don't think about it. Be quiet. It will go away. You remember those words? Well, guess what? Those feelings didn't go away. Denying didn't make them disappear. Those feelings were repressed, suppressed, stuffed, registered somewhere inside of us. Those feelings did not leave us. Just because we buried them alive doesn't mean they are dead. And this becomes evident that somehow, somewhere, in some, or maybe in all aspects of your life, will show up. Can show up through a disease or other mental disorders that might eventually start affecting your relationship, which may eventually have a negative impact on other aspects of your life, such as mental stability will become more compromised, like unstable social, emotional, and financial well-being. And this will end up, this can end up triggering negative feelings, mainly when you least expect. Believe it or not, since such a feelings have been fermenting for who knows how long, they can show up at any stage of your life. Will eventually lead you towards darkness. Theoretically, all parents are role models who treat their children as a kid with respect. However, the reality is far more different from this. Some kids grew up with parents who will sabotage their self-esteem through their behavior, causing their children to harm to the point of emotional abuse. I don't know if some of you can relate to this. Abusive parents will exhibit behaviors such as undermining a child's success or achievement, frequently criticizing, humiliating, shaming, belittling a child by comparing them with others, calling them demeaning names, saying they're good for nothing, you're good for nothing, or useless, or calling them a mistake. Can you imagine your parents calling you are a mistake? Gosh, that must be painful. Scolded them for minor mistakes, threatening of consequence when they fail to do something, and other actions similar to this. And since a child has a deep desires for peace of mind and the ability to truly love and be loved unconditionally, such abused parents can cause greater damage to their children. Above all, if such kids were told to suppress their feelings and not complain, demand a change, such a feelings that have been, bearing are not dead unless they are resolved. They're still alive. They remain unresolved conflicts. Subconsciously, they are never forgotten. It's somewhere in your subconscious mind. Those feelings from long ago are engraved in your subconscious mind. They build our thoughts, patterns, beliefs, and attitudes. Those feelings determine our emotional reactions and experience in our life, since they are subconsciously hiding and have been denied. Think about it. The minds nurtured in a toxic environment will always end up spreading toxicity. It's like Anthony Robbins says, garbage in, garbage out. Well, my friends, it is significant to identify such emotions or feelings that might have been bothering you instead of bearing them, because identifying is the only way that will assist you in healing and will allow you to embark on another journey of letting things go. It's so important to let it go. that will ease the challenge that you are facing. When you choose to bury such a feelings, when you choose to bury such feelings, the process of identifying will begin through self-examination. That's what I was talking about a little bit before this. Self-examination and courage to admit change needs to be made, that you need change. That takes courage. So with self-examination, since as you start understand, you will, and then with that, you self-examining, you will be able to understand yourself. Your brain will allow you emotional cleansing and healing. Once you realize that I need to make some change. And that takes courage. I know you can do it though. Our higher intelligence is crying out to be liberated from untold years of suppression and denial. The cry comes out, seeking relief from pain, hate, misery, anger, fear, suffering, depression, failure, guilt, and many other undesirable conditions that afflict humankind today. It takes the willingness to retreat from denial to own the source of our problems and accept responsibility for them and become accountable for our feelings and thoughts. No more blaming to others. You're making me feel this way. You're making me say these things. No more. This will be the beginning to bring the inner peace. People are so desperately seeking. Whatever you choose to focus on automatically will multiply in your lives. You know, where you, like they say, where you focus, that's where your energy is. Probably you heard about that before. So are you focusing on negative or positive? One or other. You can have both. Once you let it go of those past painful feelings and self-limiting beliefs, you will be much better equipped to reach your higher potential, whatever that may be for you. Now, most of you will be wondering, how do we start the healing process? Let me tell you how. First, you must learn to identify the negative feelings and thoughts. This is necessary before you can resolve them. Write it down. We all have unlimited potentials. Often our results don't reflect that. Then believe in yourself that you will be healed from your suffering, unless you want to continue suffering. Some people do. No, I'm okay where I am, but they're so miserable. But they're okay, they say. But that's their belief. The belief that you can heal plays a significant role because our subconscious beliefs can cripple our results. Our nature is to only invest energy into that which we believe will produce the outcome. that we seek, isn't it? Therefore, when we believe something is not going to work out, subconsciously we sabotage our potential by taking little action. Little action equals lousy results. It is a vicious cycle that only ends when you decide to change what you are. The only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story you keep telling yourself. Change your story, change your results. How simple is that? The energy that you vibrate shows itself to you in your everyday choices, experience, thoughts, and emotions. Yet, are you paying attention to what you are choosing? Are you? All you need to do is know yourself. Speak your truth. Be kind to yourself. Believe in yourself. Be yourself. Do something every day that empowers you and uplifts you. Do what's right for you, despite those around you who might try and push you to other directions, through other directions. Decide to be the best you can be. No matter what obstacle gets in your way. And don't pray for last challenge. Pray for wisdom how to overcome those challenges. Think kindly and loving about yourself. Spend some time on your own so that you can hear what your heart wants. Be kind and compassionate to others, for you are doing the service to yourself. What you see in them is what you see in you. As a grown-up adult, you are in control. You're not a little child anymore. You're in control. You are in control. No one else. No one else. They're saying, if 100-foot oak tree had the human mind, it will only grow 10 feet tall. It's not interesting. Always remember, love is all around you. Love is within you and outshines fear any day if you let it. You are born to win. You must plan to win and expect to win. So, my dear friends, put all these positive thoughts into action, and I guarantee you will have a great results. Better relationship, better business. You be happier. You will be much happier. I hope I inspire you. I hope what I share with you, it will help you to make that change. You know, I always say, if you want to see the change in the world, the change must Start with us. Make that change. You will be doing the service to you and the society, and probably your loved ones will appreciate that. Okay, so this is the end now, and thanks so much for listening. And stay strong. Actually, I would love for you to leave your comments. I'd love to hear your childhood, whether it was happy, joyful, or whether it was painful. And if you would like to contact me, feel free to contact me. My email is in the description, and I will return you. I will return to you if you ask me any questions. And also you can subscribe and subscribe, because there's other videos will be coming out. And all right, stay strong, stay smart, and be happy. Remember, you're loved. You are loved. I love you all. Thank you so much. I will see you later.